Hello and good evening. We have just finished watching the penultimate episode of Survivor 49 titled The Die Is Cast. But here on Super Maid Bros Podcast, we're just getting warmed up. Whether you're joining us live on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, or catching the audio version wherever you get your podcast. This is the sixth and, final merge episode as we go into like the final five here. The finale is upon us. The game has shifted to 5 people, and the end game is in sight, everyone. What can we say? What a final tribal council tonight. I'm your host, Dave Mader. We got a great panel here back with us once again on the same feed, but bringing two very different lenses. A pop culture aficionado with Funko stacked to the ceiling and hot takes ready for tribal. Well, she's all about structure, whether it's Lego builds or layered alliances. If the edit's misleading, he's dissecting it. If the vote's messy, but the logic's clean, she's already mapping the next move. Together, they're a dynamic duo of analysis and insight. It's Jaemeel and Becky Robinson. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Stop.
Okay. How did you both enjoy tonight's episode?
No, he didn't like the end.
Okay, well, we're gonna get into that. He's our panel's pro wrestling aficionado, always ready to call out the heel turns, the babyface plays, and the tribal theatrics that feels straight out of the squared circle. But beyond the showmanship, he's got a critic's eye for pacing and a strategist's mind for gameplay. If the vote looks like a setup, he's already breaking down the booking. It's Jason R. Phillips.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. This episode was pretty good, but I am also furious at that ending. Me and my wife were screaming at the TV, quite frankly. But in the end, maybe it was for the best, and we'll break it all down tonight on Super Mader Brother Podcast. Super Mader Brother Podcast.
Brothers, bros, BROS. It's kind of it's a limited legal partnership, I suppose.
This podcast has been Jeff Free this entire season.
He hasn't watched an episode, but but I can't. What can you say?
Did you get him to make a quick video yet? You should have that for the finale. Just a quick video on his thoughts.
Jeff Mader coming in here with his thoughts of the season. Which,
we're all stupid. That's what
he's basically said. I can't get worried about this 49. I'm focused on 50. Was what his main sentiments were. So he's kind of. But we're seeing this build here, this dramatic finish here, as Steven, my boy, my draft pick, he goes out here, dirty, mind you, but maybe an interesting move here where he plays his block of vote, and Soph uses her advantage, and it's burned, and it seems like Rizzo might play the idol on Soph or on himself, but then he doesn't do either, and ultimately it doesn't matter because actually Sage flipped here, and voted out Steven with Savannah and Rizzo. And Soph. Oh no, it's not Savannah. It's not Savannah because Christina also voted. Christina also voted, but it didn't matter. So that was so did Steven. Steven voted too, but he's gone. And we see how this all went
Christina
down.
Voted for Steven.
Christina did?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Oh, I didn't miss that. Hold on. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Christina and Sage both voted for Steven.
Oh, I thought it was just Sage.
No.
Oh,
she was just not the only one that said I'm sorry.
Wow.
Eating spaghetti and with her hands, eating spaghetti all over.
Christina's eating spaghetti with her hands, as Steven said here in the episode. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I can trust you, Christina. I was like, don't worry about it, Steven. Christina doesn't have anything going on here. And I believed it right up until this moment when you told me she actually voted Steven out.
Are you attributing some of this to Christina?
No.
Okay.
I guess in the sense it was a unanimous vote.
Technically, it was a blind side if Christina also voted for Steven, I guess.
Right. Okay, what happened with the block of vote? That's the other thing I'm still trying to process here. Is because
he had to utilize it beforehand, right, to lock it in. So he didn't come to tribal with it in his pocket. So
this was some Survivor lawyer kind of
that's how it always works. You have to declare it beforehand.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
To the video?
Yeah.
They don't show us this. They don't show he's already played it. But
no, he says, I am taking this block of vote and it's going to be used against Savannah. That's it. It's done. It's out of my hands. He literally said that.
Yeah, there's a talking head right in that.
Your vote's been blocked.
Yeah.
I was confused about it too. And my wife was like, "Are you even paying attention?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
I was confused just because, like, I don't know. I guess so. If they don't know what the advantage is, but this idea that he could have given it to somebody else was definitely something that Soph had thought of, right? Maybe? No, I don't know.
They just played it in their head so much that they thought it was a steal a vote, and they convinced themselves and they backed themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
Okay, but Soph could have used her knowledge as power on Rizzo and taken his idol.
And she would have looked stupid if she did, in retrospect.
In retrospect, because they already knew but she didn't need to do that. But she didn't need to play her advantage whatsoever, right?
Did it stop at 4 or 5?
Steve or Jason, do you know if this advantage for Soph was expiring after this tribal?
I don't know. I'm still confused about Rizzo just lying that his was expiring and everybody believing that.
Because I think the understanding is if it was found during certain parts of the game, then it has different expiries. So he lied about when his expiry was, and people just assumed that it was like an earlier ending one because he was so consistent in terms of what he was saying.
Okay, well, there's still a lot to break down in this final tribal. Steven's demise. What the hell happened here? Why did people do what they each individually chose to do? Rizzo, I think, is another big question mark for me because the thing that also happens here is he's able to turn to Savannah and say, "Did you get your vote blocked?" And she can say yes, and then he's able to decide if he wants to play his idol based on that information, but should he be allowed to ask that? That kind of caught me off guard. I can't remember a precedent. And since we're playing Survivor legalese here, and we have to work around all of the contract stipulations and the rules and all of that, I think this is something.
I think that falls into like, you know how for a few seasons they would all break off right before the vote,
but that's live
and all whisper to each other.
Yes. Oh, well, like that has only been going on in recent years, I want to say. So
I think turning to somebody and asking them directly once the votes have been cast.
They've been cast but not read yet.
But not read. I think since the votes were cast, it was fine. You can't make any more plays.
Because I think I would have been annoyed had there been like Steven is actually able to use his advantage here, but then Rizzo can then choose to play his idol based on the information that's coming out here. But
that's a good point.
Normally, when they are pulling out the votes and Jeff's vote, and they're saying that's not the right number of votes, and what's happened here? There's usually more of this confusion, and I feel like that was not permitted.
It would only work if it was a Tyler Perry vote idol that should be able to, kind of block it at that point. So the expectation is, anyone have any have any advantages that they want to use, right? The answer should be either come up and give your advantage or don't say anything and we start saying the votes. And then you can start talking or reacting, because that's typically what happens. As they get a vote and they turn around, it's like, you voted for me? We've seen that before, but not before the actual
I wonder if it happened so fast that Jeff couldn't react and he just had to let it happen, and then like they're not gonna retake it, right? They're not gonna retake the moment. So maybe it just happened and he couldn't be like that. It happened so fast.
I think old school Jeff Probst, no way he lets Rizzo get away with this twice, where he gets to saunter up there and pretend like he's gonna play an idol and then not play an idol and whatever the hell.
TV, man.
Yeah, I don't think old school first 10 seasons at least. First 20 seasons, Jeff Probst. He's getting pissed. He's yelling Rizzo right back to his stump, and Rizzo's not coming back.
Rizzo, give me your idol. What? He takes the idol, throws it in the fire.
Throws it in the fire. That's like old school Probst would have done that. Now he's like, oh, that's cute, Rizzo. Yeah, so I guess I'm all about the ending here, and my draft pick Steven going out, and I thought a real contender to win this game. But now that he's out, I think it's a real interesting final five going into the finale for me.
You're saying final 5. You keep using the 5. It's not 5. There's 4. It's final 4, Christina.
Well, Christina's just a gimme to go to the final 3, right?
I how can I don't think how.
So in a way, we are going to get my wish of we're just going to have a final 2.
Give me a scenario, Jaemeel, from your expert brain on Survivor, where Christina wins Survivor. Give me just yes and me. Do you got anything? Is there anything possible that she could do?
Christina wins.
She could win immunity.
She wins a final 4 immunity. Decides to make fire and eliminates Savannah, and then makes a metaphor about eating spaghetti
with her hands.
Everyone thinking,
and everybody does they stand up and do the Citizen Kane clap.
One stands up and does his flexing that he did last week.
Like, yes, Christina. There's this huge about face, but that's probably not going to happen. I agree with you, and so Christina is almost a guaranteed member. Not even put into a fire making competition. She will just be dragged to the final 3 by whoever. And so
she takes off her glasses and she starts talking different. She's Kaiser Sose.
Yeah, well, maybe that would make a great finale. Talk about good TV here, but there's that's probably not going to happen here. I don't know. Christina's game has been interesting because here she votes with Sage, and was this right for her game? I guess in a sense that she got out a bigger target, but it's not clearing a path for her to win the game.
We end up in the same scenario, which is where is her job equity coming from? Not job equity, but win equity coming from? She hasn't won a single challenge. She is not respected strategically at all, right? Because I absolutely believe that this is going to be listed as Sage's move and not Christina's
move,
at all. She cannot win a challenge if her life depended on it.
She's blown the secret a couple times. She's talked too much a couple of times.
Right.
She played an idol when she didn't need to. She's
I forgot about
unless she's trying to shoot the moon. Right,
maybe that would be an interesting finale. This is the version of Hearts where you get all the tricks and therefore you shoot the moon and everyone else is dead. If you're a Hearts player out there, anyone.
I've heard some of these words before.
Yeah, because normally you get the hearts and the Queen of Spades. If you get the hearts and the Queen of Spades, you shoot the moon and then you win. At least that hand. Anyway, off the game here, guys. Yeah, so Christina here, but I don't know, Soph here. I don't think she had a great night. The way that this tribal went down, I don't think this is going to win her. Is increasing her stock. She talked about turning on Savannah. She should have turned on Rizzo. Take Rizzo's idol, get him out.
So I just want to say off the bat that the whole episode, the producer magic was making us feel like that should have been the play. But after what happened at the end happened, I was going, I think that we were just lulled into that sort of mind frame. Obviously, she should have done that, but I think it's more important that she keeps this trio together and then makes a move later.
If she gets the chance to. There's only
true. But there were so many outcomes that result in her just getting Rizzo's idol, and then she's destroyed her alliance to rubble. She's razed it to the ground. And I think that the episode made us feel like that's what she should have done. And the whole time I was like, no, that was your one shot. But I think that, with the information we have after the fact, hindsight's 2020, obviously. But then I started thinking about it, and there were many things that could have ended up happening where she ends up doing that to one of her trusted allies. And then imagine the final shot of her sitting there with an idol played on the wrong person or an idol in her hand. And Rizzo just you just screwed us all, imagine that.
Because I would have been saved for one more vote, but it's always about Rizzo. He would never play this, I think, on anybody else unless it was maybe not never, but very unlikely. He'd have to be.
There's also that he would never, when he stood up and we all thought he was going to play it on Soph, that was a big moment too. But really, it just comes down to I think that Sophie's safer in the long run now than if she would have blown up her game doing that move. But we didn't know, obviously.
Sure.
We all thought Sophie was a lock to be voted out tonight, but
So,
they were gunning for Steven the whole time. Sorry, Jaemeel,
so
go
quick
ahead.
question: is Rizzo's game based on skill or luck?
Luck
Mhm.
and talking.
I would say skill. I think talking is that skill. I think like his
okay.
I think they did a good job in this edit tonight. I think to show that he is like all you got to do in Survivor is like got to work on these relationships with these people, these strangers you met 22 days ago. That theme got brought up quite a few times here, like Soph and her thing. Like 21 days ago, I didn't know you, and like I could play it up, but it's like. These strong bonds. I think his bond with Savannah clearly being the strongest part of his game. In terms of those two being able to work together tactically at times. They've had some luck, definitely. I think there's definitely luck to Survivor, and like you get the right tribe, you get the right swap, your ally wins immunity at the opportune time. There's all kinds of things that can
I think Rizzo was DOA if he hadn't won that 1v1 challenge at the very beginning though, against I think Nate. Because he was on
that was against Alex, I think, wasn't it?
Or against Alex, yeah. Because he was on like the bottom of the bottom of the bottom then, and he won that and squeaked by. And ever since then, he's just been like dodging bullets.
He's having kind of a Cinderella story here this season. Yeah. If he goes on to win this, I think I would be, very impressed with the Rizzo season. I guess my question for you all is. Okay, now, Steven's out. I don't know if any of you were individually sort of rooting for him. Draft picks aside and anything like that. Like who, in terms of just the story of the season, who you would like to see kind of win this game now that we're down to this 5? Not Christina. Is that accurate for you, Jaemeel?
I don't think Christina has a chance to win.
But would you, if she did, would it make you happy? Would you go, oh, that's nice?
Christina reminds me of my mom. So, yes.
Okay.
Also, at the same time, I know people are going to be like, so wait, if your mom was playing Survivor, you'd be constantly every week saying she has 0 chance to win. No. But actually, yes. But still, I love her dearly, and I would write her a great letter. But I guess my picks would be, at this point, Sage and would have been Steven if he was still there.
If Sage wins, you're going like, that's the person I'm glad won the season.
I'm angry at her right now.
You're mad at Sage?
Yes, I think it was not a good play.
Getting Steven out instead of potentially getting out here. Soph, okay. And you, Becky, like, do you have a preference towards any one player this season to see them win the whole season?
I kind of want Savannah to win. Savannah, and then or
Soph or
Christina.
What?
Huh?
Christina.
I'd like to see Savannah win. She's really trying, especially with the challenges and stuff. Like she's really pulled herself up and kind of.
I think it's been advantageous. She's gotten a lot of challenges that are kind of in her wheelhouse. I'm like, oh, this is a yoga challenge. She's totally gonna murder this.
Becky, if it is like Sage and Savannah final 2, and let's say Christina's there too, because let's throw that in.
You want Christina,
right?
No.
Like, you would want, like, let's say the votes are coming down between Savannah and Sage. Who do you want to see win Survivor 49?
Savannah.
Huh?
Savannah still. Okay, just checking. That was just my
Yeah.
test there.
I didn't like the play tonight that Sage did.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
So a few weeks ago, we were all kind of team. Well, not me, but like the rest of the panel was Team Sage. Jason, do you same sort of inquiry to you here? Who are you rooting for in your heart of hearts?
I love a good heel, and Savannah is the de facto heel, but she's not heel enough. But I think it's her game to lose right now. I'd like to see Sage win because she's kind of my underdog. She's kind of the one that I'm rooting for, and I really like Soph as well. But after the her being on the bottom of her alliance, and then her not pulling the trigger tonight, I think her fate is kind of sealed now as at least being 3rd place if the 3 of them make it to the end. So I think Sage is my overall girl, but I think Savannah's got it on lock, especially if she can just win another challenge.
Yeah, if she's able to just win her spot into the finale and get to choose who's the fire. Like She would be really hard to beat.
Especially if she's calling the shots into the finale. She's like, yeah, Christina, you sit with me and Sage and
Well, Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Let's not forget Rizzo, last man standing here. A
woman is winning this game. Mark my words.
A woman is winning this game. Not Rizzo.
Who starts fires at this point? Because it might be one of the longest fire challenges that we might see. Because I don't think any of them are really known for or been shown to like be.
Well, we'll get that.
Maybe Soph or Sage.
We'll get that great people scrambling to learn how to make fire 10 minutes before they have to go make fire, and they're crying and trying to make fire. That's my favorite part of Survivor.
I love a great underdog story here, a come from behind moment, fourth quarter sort of thing. And I think that, Savannah, if she's looking like the favorite right now of the final five, that's almost like, that'd be as much. I have her as a draft pick. I've been cheering for her this season. But on the other hand, that would be kind of boring. That'd be expected. What would be unexpected? What would be sort of a little bit,
Christina?
Like
Dave, are you gonna say Christina?
No, that would be.
Expected.
I would just be like, "What? Christina won? Like, how did that's kind of weird." And like,
he's on 50, and all of us are wrong.
But I wouldn't be happy per se if Christina won. I think I would be happy if Rizzo won. I think I would be happy if Soph won right now, and I don't think I'd be happy if Sage won. That's mostly where my heart's at. I think I would rather see Savannah win over Sage.
I think Rizzo winning requires Savannah to fumble, and I think he's got a good chance. But I think Sage wants it too much. Like she's really picked up the pace in these last few episodes, and I think that she's pushing. It's a great Final Four already.
Yeah, because we're just like writing off Christina. Is there any way that Christina doesn't get taken to final three? Like, does that?
She has to. I don't know.
If they make a dumb move and be like, she's the easiest one to vote off next.
Yeah, let's vote her out next, like in the first part of the finale.
If you're someone who wants to make sure that you're taken, you have to shoot the hostage.
Yeah,
right.
Which I think is the dumbest move. Maybe in season 10. You do something like that. I've seen it happen before where they vote out the person because it's easy. But in these higher stakes, so close to 50,
Yeah. But who would actually shoot Christina the hostage? Like that's kind of the real question to make sure that they get taken. Maybe Soph? Maybe, yeah. But then Soph knows she's not here for third place, but she needs to do something.
That's Soph's big move.
That's so tonight was her big moment.
Do something.
I'm gonna do something, holding on to this, and but the problem with her move tonight was that she couldn't be sure about what Steven did or didn't have, but she knew what Rizzo had, and that was the play, And she doesn't go through with it, I think, out of loyalty, out of or not wanting to be a villain on TV. But me and Jane were there watching it, going, "Do it." Do it, like steal Rizzo's idol. Do it right now. Yeah, but only because I didn't have this knowledge that they're going to actually vote out Steven here. They've already decided, but I think so. I guess if you're Soph in that moment, going, well, who's more important to get out on this tribal, Steven or Rizzo? I think the answer is still Steven.
Yeah. And also, I think if things went in Soph's favor and she played it the way we all wanted her to, and it was because her name was written down and Rizzo ended up going home, he would have been like, fair play, great job. He would have been stoked, right? Savannah would have been pissed the next day. The next time on the season finale,
Savannah would be bit off his head,
fighting each other. Yeah,
just like boom. Rizzo, you're a dead man.
Savannah, former Survivor player.
Yeah,
she was so hungry.
She was like that scrawny beanpole of a man. Yeah, I think it's exciting. It's been a good final group here. I think it's been interesting to see how some of these advantages and idols have been played, and how the targets have been shifting around. So and even though I'm not really going for Sage, I am I think she's an interesting dynamic to this season. I think she's got her own particular flavor. I think her dynamic tonight with Savannah, but kind of begging Savannah to like throw the immunity challenge to her. I don't know. It was sad, but it was mostly sad. It was mostly sad. It was kind of one of these things where she's like, "Please let me have it," and then she starts talking to, I don't know, all of her friends and family and everybody else. Talking in tongues
Speaking
there.
to her ancestors.
Yeah, because like Savannah wins this tonight, and she's like, I can't even be happy because this is such a.
Savannah won this handedly. She was not
Yeah,
going to lose this thing.
Mhm.
I think this is the second time she's won like this, where she's like, I can do this all day. You may as well just give up. But the thing is that I know Sage talking to her and begging and making her actually think was making her waver more than she had been up to that point. But that was Sage's literal last ditch effort. So it wasn't good enough.
If Stephen was doing lectures about rocket science, he could have won possibly.
Yeah. Yes.
Possibly.
Or in 50, there's going to be like, let's say Stephen and Christian Hibicki are both in like an endurance challenge, and both of them start riffing on science, and Savannah's there. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you nerd, shut up!"
She just leaves. She just leaves the whole game.
Yeah. It was that was something. Okay, just wanted to just cover everything we saw in the challenges tonight too. Like, you know, there was the reward challenge first part, pretty tough obstacle course. Had to a very physical challenge tonight. Going through like the rope jumps and collecting these bean bags and everything else, and having to eventually throw it up on a pole. And
Christina wasn't in last place; she was in second last.
It came down to be close, and then everyone else, and ultimately it was like kind of a Steven Savannah showdown. They were getting they were like closest there. Steven actually had the biggest head start, and he had a good chance to win this. And if he had,
I like how Christina threw it backwards.
Yes.
That was
and
my
like,
favorite.
oh, it's gonna attack me.
that was a Christina very signature move there. I stand by my thing that like Christina makes Suri look like a challenge beast in comparison.
One thing also, Rizzo handling the rope has shown he has never handled rope before because it looked awful. He's like,
Oh yeah. Like Probst was like, "You're pathetic with that rope, Rizzo. What is that move? Like, is that what you bring to my TV show? You should be."
They don't have rope in Albania. Okay, they only have twine.
It's there. Yeah, this is out of his league, I suppose. It was a fun race to watch. I think like just having to throw that thing up on the thing and how they shot it was pretty decent. And there was also this sorry.
I was just gonna say, haven't they done that before? And you got to get 3 up there. This felt like
they have
this
3
felt quick.
posts, so they only had 1 post.
Yeah, you had to collect 3 bags, but only one of them actually was the correct color bag that matched whatever your color you were assigned to the station. And so
okay.
There was kind of a variable here based on how fast you could open the 3 bags. There was a bit of a luck if you happened to open the right bag first, you know, and that's kind of, I think Steven did that, and maybe Soph like got theirs out first, where the others had to work for it.
The reward challenges have felt quick compared to the past. I feel like this season since the merge.
So even I agree, but it felt like they were stretching out time after they finished having the main conversation at Sanctuary. And it just felt like they were just stretching for time. Right? The hats is like, let's spend time putting on.
Let's have a Mexican hat on here and everything else. Yeah, the challenge kind of went by faster. Like they could have elongated that whole segment of actually like playing it out probably, in terms of how they edited it down. I thought it was a fun one to watch. There was all this drama right here around Savannah in particular, because she was like, I'm only eating coconuts and breadfruit, and I'm getting sick all the time. And I'm 6 days without real food, and she's wasting away. So she wins. She ends up winning this reward and getting to feed herself.
Jeff talking about 6 days. Jeez, this new era Survivor sucks. Blah blah blah. Jeff.
Yeah, I heard Probst is saying like they're talking about taking all rice away now. Like it's just gonna be you won't even have it at the beginning of the game. Go for it. So the hunger starts early.
We'll see what in the hands of the fans end up.
Yes, what they would do that, you know.
Season 50, they don't get water. You're gonna forage for
no water. You're going thirsty for 29 days.
You can't vote out the people that have glasses. You need them.
All these new conditions. But ultimately here, Savannah, she wins this reward challenge, and she takes Rizzo and Soph, her closest allies. Clearly along the alliance division here with you had Steven, Sage, and Christina on the other side, I suppose. Although all good Steven's side was he ultimately couldn't trust those people that he was aligned with, and they turned on him here. But if Steven had won, it probably would have been the other way around, where he takes Christina and Sage to the sanctuary, and the other three have to go back. And so what happens then? Does Savannah go on to win the immunity as well? Like maybe not, right? Without this huge reward move here.
I don't know. She weighs like nothing. I think she was always going to win that challenge.
Yeah,
even if she's that hungry.
She weighs nothing, and she probably does a crap ton of yoga.
Yeah,
she probably does, and all that's true here. But I just think what did she? They said she set a record in that challenge against Sage.
Yeah,
and so assuming what does Sage do better in the challenge if she's got the food, or are we overvaluing the food of it all? Like how much Mexican? How much tres leches
for dessert? Tres leches, sponge cake, and donuts. Sound satisfying?
Yeah.
Here's my issue. What kind of donuts? Not all donuts are the same.
Tres leche probably also.
Tres leches donuts from Tim Hortons.
Tres leche, everything, even the tacos are tres leche. So now they all have diarrhea.
Right.
Is
that what Savannah and Rizzo and Soph, they are now known as the Tres Leches Alliance?
Well, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. Yes.
Yeah.
As of this episode, like they've never been, the trio's never been donned, but.
So they're going to put like rest in peace, Tres Leches.
Tres Leches. The great Tres Leches Alliance of all time. It will go into the history of like the other great alliances that I don't know how many alliances have had names in Survivor.
Shane Powers in his phone. The other power.
Shane Powers in his psycho phone and is quitting cigarettes.
Yeah.
Just talking to his family on his phone. I rewatched that season through Will Neff's channel a couple of years ago when G4 was back. That season is incredible, especially with Will Neff doing commentary over it, but still like good season to go back and watch because that guy is certified insane. He was insane at the beginning and he got crazier as he had no
Was Philip on that season too, or is it
No, we were supposed to get him in the what was it? There was the fans pick, and he was supposed to be chosen, and he was a runner up to go. It wasn't 40, was it? It was Game Changers, I think.
Game Changers was like in the 30s. I think it was like 38 or 37.
Yeah, in the late 30s. It was a Game Changer season where they had like a vote, and Shane Powers was there in the audience, and they were voting for people, and people.
And they didn't vote for him.
He got like he was like a runner up, and we got someone else, and people were pissed. It's like we could have got Shane Powers again. Let's stop smoking and see what happens.
Yeah, Game Changers was in 2017.
Yeah, so it would have been Game Changers, wouldn't it?
I suppose so. Yeah, yeah, and that I think that's also just got me on the idea of Survivor 50. But we when we have to talk about if we're thinking our predictions have changed, although most of them are locked in at this point. Because
he was contender for Cambodia, but didn't get enough fan votes.
So Cambodia.
And then he started criticizing the show online.
Yep, that's Shane Powers.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been saying Rizzo. A lot of us have been saying Rizzo. Like
I haven't said Rizzo, have I? Once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, you've said Rizzo for weeks now.
How many weeks?
Not
the last.
I've heard you say locked in before recently, so I think you're locked.
You had 2 straight weeks of Rizzo.
I did not say Rizzo locked in though.
Not locked in. You didn't lock Rizzo in, no. So, just for the record. But
so I'm locked. Well, I'm not locking in. I'm saying Sage and Steven.
Steven's not coming back after this blind side here.
You don't think he's coming back?
For 50 specifically, I don't know.
Who's coming back?
I
think Rizzo is 100,000,000% going to be on this next season.
I think Rizzo and Sage. I'm gonna put them in for my now episodes.
If Rizzo wins, he might not come back, and if he doesn't come back, it has to be Steven.
I think, well, if Rizzo wins, maybe not. But I think chances are, I think Rizzo, let's say he doesn't win for whatever reason, I think he definitely could be someone back. He got a lot of feature here in this episode, like off the reward, because it wasn't just about going to the sanctuary and getting the food. They also got these letters in this episode.
He's a
these
terrible crier.
Handwritten letters were really sold to us. Like they're like, remember handwritten letters? Remember this parchment on this papyrus that we can.
Kids turn to their parents. Is like, what's that?
Yeah, like, they're like it was in the actual handwriting. Like I was like, do you all like? I don't know if I would know. I guess I would know my dad's handwriting, but I don't really know Jane's handwriting very well because I don't see her handwrite that often. But you know,
she writes. She writes.
Becky writes to you.
Well, she does. She writes stuff though, but it's great.
Yeah, and they got more than one letter. They each got like
multiple letters.
Multiple letters, like parents and friends and everyone else.
I'm just saying, Rizzo's brother, they did him dirty. They could have got him a better haircut. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, Rizzo crying. What a cry we got from Rizzo in this segment here when he was reading his letters from home and
did
his
him
family.
dirty.
You
son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, like Rizzo had a pretty like modern haircut, and they gave this dude like his brother like this buzz cut. I'm like, what? Like, take him to the same stylist at least.
Yeah, like
Maybe cut his own hair.
Fair.
I felt for Rizzo here, talking with his dad, working 3 jobs out there in Yonkers, New York, trying to just get by. I was like, and he right in the Albanian. I think Rizzo's got to quit the story. I think this season, and he's like we said earlier, that whole thing where his comeback and that challenge against Alex right at the beginning of the season, and then this, and like he's very much in the like these moments here. He's tried to play a fake idol twice. Jeff seems to let him get away with Rizzo. I think is like the Shawn Michaels of Survivor 49 here, and with Jeff Probst being my
There's some implications with that and Jeff.
Are you saying there's going to be some sunny days, Dave?
Yeah,
I don't know. It depends if you want to listen to what Bret Hart thinks about things, but
either way.
So,
who's Marty? Who's Marty Jannetty?
Marty Jannetty. It was whoever Rizzo was team.
Buena Vista.
Yeah, whoever from the Red Tribe that we lost a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I was a Jannetty fan. I love Jannetty.
Actually, Jannetty, I saw him at the Applebee Mall in Burlington once.
I'm sorry.
Of course he did.
Joe Siviero at the magazine. He's like, "I love you, Marty." And Marty was like,
"That absolute tracks." For Marty Jannetty.
my friend Jake loved Mary Jannetty growing up. So on his birthday every year, I send him just like Mary Jannetty getting shit on by like Vince McMahon or him saying some out of pocket nonsense. It's kind of a little meme we do.
Yeah.
I get him a cameo, but his cameos are $100, and I'm not giving that crackhead $100.
If you pay him $100, does he like put his head through a window and then finish the rest of the cameo there?
He super kicks
I paid
himself.
$200 for that. I go, yeah. If
himself.
$200 if Shawn Michaels will throw you through a window in this cameo, and then that's all Shawn Michaels has to do. He can walk off after he throws you through the window.
Yeah. I'm also a Matt Hardy fan. Matt over Jeff.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Matt over Jeff for sure. That was always the superior Hardy. Well,
one for life.
Wait, which one's
really watching?
Yeah. Oh, with Edge and Lita. We don't need to get into all that, but there was.
This is a wrestling podcast now in the office.
Now a wrestling podcast. Forget the Survivor.
I think you need an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
I do. I was on this train about Rizzo and his story here of this season, and I think, oh man, he's the last man standing here. 4 women in Rizzo. If I think if a woman doesn't win this season, what can we say here? Like,
imagine if Rizzo won this season, got asked to come back and play, and then beat everybody in season 50, and he's the first consecutive winner.
He's the back-to-back winner. You mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? Like we would have to call him the Riz God then, right?
And then, so of course, episode 52 of season 52, Russell Hands complains because he's like, I should have been the first back-to-back champion.
Yeah.
I won Samoa and I won All Stars too, but it was robbed from me unjustifiably.
Back-to-back runner-ups. That's something.
And then you see him on TikTok talking to 60 people like I do often.
Yeah, his social media is hard to take in.
Yeah.
quite
I guess that's
frankly.
the reason why I still like him, because I don't watch any of his social media whatsoever.
Keep him as that memory of just like the hard-nosed kind of almost kind of a badass, a little bit of a badass, a little bit of a
You
like to
start
keep a
watching-
harem.
Yeah,
Look at
she
that
started-
guy's
Yeah,
hard
of
drives.
She started watching episodes. She never saw Samoa before.
Samoa.
Oh, did I kind of spoil it? You didn't hear what I said.
No.
Okay, good.
I did
No.
the same thing a few weeks ago. When
Okay.
she didn't hear what I said.
Oh, it's a great season.
It's a great season. Don't worry about it.
Dumb Girl Alliance or whatever.
My dumb blonde alliance.
Dumb Blonde Alliance.
Right. Just wanted to touch on this. Did you enjoy this immunity challenge tonight? Well, yeah. I almost wanted to ask you about the rats, but like, I don't know if we need to get into the rats and them sleeping the rats, and it felt like that was filler as well. I thought, but
It felt like filler.
yeah.
So
So
that would
Well,
suck to have rats like come at you at night like that. Oof.
Yeah. It went straight
It
to
was that-
Sage.
I'd be freaked out.
She probably
It was
has
that-
Sage this way.
It was that juxtaposition thing that they always do with the sanctuary, where the people are at sanctuary and they're like sleeping in hammocks and pillows and eating delicious foods and sleeping there overnight. And then they cut to like it's raining and snowing somehow, and also there's a Godzilla monster on the beach.
Dogs and cats living together.
Rats touching feet, dogs and cats, dogs and rats living together, or snakes and rats maybe. Well, anyway,
Jeff Probst playing night crawlers.
well, Probst, he was freaking me out in this episode a couple times, but with just some of his moments.
Say more about that, please.
Well, it was mostly tribal and him just like Rizzo, you may or may not have an idol. Like, what the hell's going on? They're not voting you out. Like, it was just, I don't know, like like they call him Uncle Jeff. I'm like, it's Grandpa Jeff. Like it's gonna be great Grandpa Jeff soon. Like he's just like got this. He doesn't look old, but he's just got like this sort of elder statesman to him.
Look,
I don't know.
I'm
like-
telling you, as the to I guess quote McConaughey a little bit, he doesn't get older. The contestants just get younger and younger.
right.
Soon it's not going to be Uncle Jeff. It's going to be Daddy Jeff or Zaddy Jeff.
Zaddy Jeff.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
coming with the young generation. They love some probes.
They love the Probst.
Yes,
It'll be a TikTok challenge.
yes.
They love his tres leches.
Oh, they want his tres leches.
All right. Well, anyway, so back to this immunity challenge, which was fine. I thought, it was like a kind of a standard. You got to balance a ball on a platform,
Built for
whatever.
Savannah. It was built for Savannah.
Built for
It was
Savannah
cool
for
feeling that
sure.
she won too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Well, I think maybe they do want the story, like she's like, if you win one more immunity, then you will join a pantheon of women Survivor players who have won 4 challenges, and and I would if she does that, I think that there's a good chance she is one of the returning players for 50. Regardless if she wins or not. Maybe even more if she wins. We know that there are going to be other winners on 50, like Kyle. Like, why wouldn't they take the winner of this season potentially into the next season?
It's like, folks, remember Kyle?
Yeah, he won 48. Remember Kyle? Eh.
Remember Sophie?
Yeah.
wanted Joe to
Remember,
win.
sorry, remember D? Remember D, folks?
Remember D? She
They
won.
mentioned D tonight, in fact.
Yeah,
They did.
Yeah.
Oh.
She had the record in this game,
24 minutes.
24 minutes.
Yeah.
And they shattered it with like 36 minutes.
Right. Yeah. I
He's
guess
just like, why couldn't D be here so I could win?
Yeah.
the
With her
battle
giant weirdo toe.
when it came down to a Sage Savannah showdown here. Like I was definitely going for and Sage was like, let me win it. I was like, no, Savannah, say no. Do not give this to Sage do not feel sorry enough to give this to her. It's just like, oh, don't worry, because Sage is like, oh yeah, we were totally going to get her out if she was vulnerable.
It's a Michael Rickenbacker type of situation. It's like, yeah, don't worry, you're safe. I got a plan for both of us to be safe. I'm like, no one trusts this plan.
It would have been Savannah who would have been voted out here instead of Steven, right? If
absolutely.
They
almost
would have
certain.
taken her out. They would have all voted for her, I think. They would have all
Even
just-
Rizzo.
Yeah, all of them just we're doing it. This is our chance.
Yeah, probably that's true, and or they would be stupid not to at least.
Yeah.
You know,
We'd be
and so-
having a conversation right now that's like, I can't believe they didn't just all blindside her and vote her out.
And nobody's really talking about voting out Sage, even though I think she has that more star power and more credibility than Christina for sure. Like, is anyone like? No one's really saying like, oh, when Sage wins, like, I think she's a real long shot to win, right? Like,
I
in
think
terms,
Sage, the ending of Sage's story is to beat Savannah. Does that mean she's going to get into the final 3? I don't think so.
what if Rizzo is the okay? Let's say this: Rizzo wins the final immunity. He takes Christina, and therefore he puts Savannah versus Sage in the fire, and Sage beats Savannah.
Rizzo wins.
Rizzo versus Sage final. Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah, Rizzo wins. Yeah.
Rizzo still
What if-
wins.
Yeah.
What if Christina hatches a genius plot to get Savannah out?
What is this
And
plot? How
then
does this plot work? Okay,
Wins
so
immunity,
Christina wins immunity. Okay, right?
gets Savannah, comes up with the plan to trick Savannah to get out.
What other shit? Like,
Then puts Rizzo up against Sage.
I would just love. I don't even want Christina to win this
think
season.
I
I just
know
want
what's gonna
Christina to
happen.
win the final immunity, just to see what that looks like and how. Because who does Christina want to take to the finals with her?
Christina decides to compete with fire.
Yeah, she's like, I'm actually going to give up immunity and forgive me for fire. Just put myself out of my misery here.
I'm gonna light myself on fire.
I'm
That's,
gonna light
you don't
myself-
have to. And eat spaghetti at the same time.
Yeah, with your hands.
With your hands.
So she gets like a sponsorship deal with Old Spaghetti Factory.
Yes.
Perhaps.
So she wins in the end because she gets the sponsorship
So,
and
yeah.
a movie deal.
She comes back, and anytime that they have a sponsorship with Old Spaghetti Factory, we have our representatives. We have like our Applebee's, we've got our Old Spaghetti Factory. You know, we have pizza, pizza guy last year.
We don't get those like old you know like the cells. Where are the sponsors now? Where have all the sponsors gone? That's what I want to know. Where's the Applebee's? Where's like the
Where's the Eastside Mario's soup?
Eastside Mario's
The,
soup?
the matzo ball wedding soup.
Yeah.
Wood, fire grilled,
Oh,
Outback steak. Plus the brand new Outback Steakhouse Margarita, the grilled pineapple Rita.
Oh, I can taste it.
does Fiji have like a city? Like, where does this?
Has to.
Is there an Applebee's in Fiji?
I don't know.
There must
It's-
be, right?
He closed down and became a TJ.
That's something I've never Googled before. Does Fiji have an Applebee's?
It's a tourist destination, so they must have stuff, right?
It's closed
I've
down
never.
and became a TGI Fridays.
An
No, Fiji does not have a permanent physical Applebee's restaurant, but the
Just
chain
go.
famously provides meals for the cast and crew of the reality show Survivor when it films there.
What?
They
Yes.
fly in from Australia, I guess.
Yeah,
I wonder what-
something like that.
What chain restaurants do they have then?
IHOP.
What are the
Denny's.
Oh,
Denny's.
okay, I can't eat Denny's. Denny's just give me the runs.
Maybe you just get eggs or
Probably
something. there.
KFC. They would probably have KFC. In
They-
Fiji.
They probably have
Dirty
fast
Bird?
food. They probably have McDonald's and KFC and
Dirty
stuff.
Bird.
Fiji has a mix of international fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King, along with KFC.
Yeah.
No, KFC left due to import issues, but they do have Mama's Pizza. They got Lazy Beans Cafe, Nando's as well.
Oh,
Nando's.
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 Yes, get some some Peri Peri.
Or
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah. The number one KFC in the world
Is
is
in Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Oh, I was gonna say like Japan or something.
Apparently, KFC does amazingly well outside of the U.S. and is crumbling into bankruptcy in the United States. It's kind of like
Yeah, 'cause
Because the chicken sucks in
They
in
fucked up
North
the
America.
everything.
Maybe
yeah, but in the rest of the world, it's like KFC. This is so exotic. This is so like fancy.
It's probably higher
gourmet.
quality everywhere else in the world. That's
Yes.
probably why.
Oh yeah, but in the states, like the brand is just completely eroded into nothing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Poor Oshawa.
Anyway,
Like their A&W is basically doesn't exist, and our A&W is in every single mall across
Yeah.
the whole country.
No,
Except
I'm not sure.
there's A&W in Oshawa.
There was.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah.
saying that the KFC in Oshawa is terrible.
Don't go.
Is
They're
there also
all-
a Taco Bell?
There was a Taco Bell.
There was a Taco Bell.
Yeah, I didn't eat the Taco Bell.
It's
The
just,
combination
Yeah.
Oh, New York fries.
KFC and Taco
New York
Bell. or
fries
Pizza Hut
sucked.
and Taco Bell.
Nothing right home about.
Yeah,
It
nothing
would
right.
have fit with the Mexican food in this episode.
Which didn't look appetizing at all.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's basically like Probst is like, you'll eat whatever the hell I give you now. Like whatever I decide. I mean, if it's a
Grilled cheese.
Something else. It's you get
Grilled cheese.
whatever is scraps from craft services we didn't feel like eating. You're getting that.
Dave would be pissed. Dave, you would be pissed off if you like won this thing and you're like, I want meat, I want sustenance to like thing, and it's like grilled cheese sandwiches. You're like, what? This is bull.
They haven't had very good. They did spaghetti.
Christina.
I'd be mad about spaghetti because I don't really like spaghetti that much. And I'd be mad about tres leches, and I'd be mad about tiramisu because I
Really?
I like tres leches. I don't like tiramisu. That was the one that I was like,
Well, they
what?
also had deli sandwiches this season.
Yeah, deli sandwiches.
Deli sandwiches were the worst reward ever. Like
I would mess up. I would mess up deli sandwiches. That's
What
my-
turkey and cheese? A big no.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I know.
Make
Keep
your-
the
Hell yes.
reward.
Can you make it into a panini?
You get like a portable like thing that
A
make a panini press.
it.
You said that so earnestly, Becky. Like you're like, could I make a panini?
Maybe. Like, I don't have a panini grill, but
Probst
you
is
can
there. He's like,
improvise.
no, sorry, you have to eat
Bunch
it
of-
cold.
It's like, how about two of us stand out if we could get a panini press?
But I gotta tell you,
step out. We'll get the spaghetti
Was it
next
juice
time.
boxes too or some nonsense
Juice
like that?
boxes. Was it animal crackers? Juice boxes. Like,
And chocolate pudding.
And Dunkaroos, the old kind.
The old guys.
Yeah,
Not the new kind. The new kind sucks.
oh,
now
my,
they're small now. That tastes weird.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
well,
Fruit by the foot.
don't give me. I'll get going here. I'll be like,
How about some pasta? Yeah. Juices and soda. Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Peach cobbler. Yes. Rotisserie chicken.
I'll go for all.
Like peach cobbler, if you're eating nothing, sounds like a terrible idea.
No,
That
just
just-
jam through your body. It
Yeah,
just-
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Juicy
No.
pop.
Juices and pop soda.
Juicy soda.
Yeah, it's okay. I just want to eulogize Steven as a player this season. Like, I think
He's been
Jaemeel-
fun.
Jaemeel, you said
He's
you would
good.
like to see him play again. If
I'd
not,
love to.
yeah, and I think
I was
would
making
too.
a joke that I've said this on the show and I keep say it every week to my wife. He just looks like a guy who is there. Like he's not, doesn't look like he's tattered and dirty. He looks pretty put together. He wore like regular street clothes. And I was saying tonight, he just leaves and goes up into his house every night and then comes back down and resumes playing.
I was watching him tonight in a confessional, and he was so wet and dirty, and I was like, he looks like a shipwrecked guy. Like he really does. Like who's been like on this island for a little while.
We're gonna see him next tribal, and he looks exactly the same. It's like
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he has no beard really, right? Like a little bit, but like not as much as you would expect for 3 weeks of just living without being shaved.
It grew in like a style. I think that's what's messing with me. It grew in like lined up.
Yeah, he looks like Guy Fawkes or something.
Yeah.
he did some pre-work. He got he went to a barber and they pre-cut.
Yeah.
It just
But, like,
grew some lines.
As a guy who had him in the draft, and I was like really hoping I would have both Savannah and Steven in the finale. I was like, you had to win this. You had to win this immunity, Steven. You had him and Savannah both couldn't win, and so I was like, well, if not Steven, then Savannah. Because Steven went out much earlier than Savannah, but Steven, his game. He was just so likable, and he says, "Oh, I had imposter syndrome for this event." We can let's have just a quick look at his final words here, his confessional.
It feels pretty amazing not to be an imposter. I came in here thinking I didn't deserve to be here. Now I realize that I do. I'm capable of so much more than I've ever given myself credit for. Even though it was a little bit of failure to launch to get to the final tribal, it was a complete mission success in terms of self-discovery. That feeling of self-confidence is worth more than anything.
He seems fine with it.
Looks like he was going to do a lecture.
Yeah, he did. That sweater looked like he was ready for a curling game. Actually,
Yeah.
he said,
Congratulations again on
Oh, thank you
victory.
for the pride of Nova Scotia. Took it home at the curling rink. But
yeah, brother.
I digress. Yeah, but Steven, I think we definitely could see this guy play again. Like we saw him hustle pretty well on that challenge last episode.
Yeah.
He had a good run here. He had that moment tonight where he winked at either Christina or Sage at Tribal, and I was like, I think they're gonna get Soph out here. Like that's what's gonna happen. Like Steven's gonna get the jump on them. He's got, they're not gonna be able to steal his advantage. They're gonna have the numbers, and therefore, it's gonna be Soph that goes here instead of Steven, and then we're gonna have this epic showdown in the finale, I guess, with the Rizzo and Savannah versus Steven, and I guess Sage is there too with Christina, but
and me,
and me, Christina, but,
Christina.
but that's not how it plays out here. I was like, okay, well, Steven went out here, but then it's almost like with Steven out of the mix, he would have been such a favorite to win if he had been at the end. So now.
True.
Now I'm like, okay, well, it's a little bit wide open. Savannah, I think the favorite, but and Christina definitely sort of I consider a non-contender. But these others are more interesting. Like if it was if somehow Savannah goes out and then you already said if it's Rizzo Soph, Rizzo wins, right?
Yeah.
So how does Soph win? Because Soph,
Christina and Sage.
she has to get to the end with Christina and Sage, and but even if she
Even then.
even then, I think Sage beats Soph.
Really? Why? Has Sage won anything?
No, but she's been more of an underdog. She's had more of her back against the wall. I think she's just.
She has Jawan's vote, and that's practically it.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Jason? Do you think that Sage doesn't have the votes and the respect on the jury? She would need to beat someone like.
I would have to hear both of them lay it out because I think they're both a toss-up. But from my watching, I think Soph has been too on the bottom of her alliances, and Sage has been fighting for her life. So if Sage talks about how she's been fighting and being part of these big moves, then I think that it's neck and neck for those two. Honestly, I like both of them to win.
Do you think Soph gets into trouble because she might talk about, oh, I could have taken your idol, but I didn't, and it worked out? And that's like, well, I'm not going to give you any credit for that because you're giving me a hypothetical.
I think she's too smart to throw hypotheticals. Yeah. That's like Christina be like, well, I could have used my idol properly. Nobody even voted for you because you're a non-factor.
I realized pretty early that I couldn't win any challenge, so I proceeded to not win any challenge.
Then I wanted to get rid of my idol so no one would target me for that. And then I played it on you because I knew you didn't need the votes because I wanted to fly under the radar. I was so Kaiser Soze, as you've been alluding to, Jaemeel, that you never saw it coming. If she can somehow pull that off, that would be an amazing.
I want someone to use that argument. I want someone to Kaiser Soze it.
Right, but I think you're asking like we would see it coming.
Yes, you want.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of what they've done here with this is like set up that Soph will end up coming third place because she didn't try to turn on Rizzo, and Savannah, like she waited too long, will be maybe the story of Soph.
So does that become the story then, that she comes back for 50 because she did not heed the lessons of her mother?
Maybe. Like
I think that yes, they do like interesting players, but they also want a story that they can sell, right? And I think that is a story that can be told
For who?
for Soph. That she didn't put herself first, and she missed out on opportunities to take control of her game, and she lost because.
I think in a season of all returning players, if you're just looking at it from the production standpoint, like would you rather on your season? Would you rather have Savannah or Soph as or even Sage? Like of those three women, who would you want to see like not just represent 49, but who's going to be the most interesting dynamic in that whole crew of returning players? I think Savannah is the one.
I think Savannah and Parvati fist fight each other on the beach.
I just feel like even though Sage has a lot of fight in her, she's not great at like she takes things so personally. There's so much emotion there, and I think a lot of like those veteran players they'll just be afraid of working with her. They'll see her as somebody that's too unstable or too unpredictable.
Savannah will just deck you.
Yeah. Sage starts saying all that weird stuff around like Ozzy, and he's like, "Let's get her out."
Yeah. Whereas Savannah's like she's such a head-on player. She'll be like treated more like a Sandra or like somebody like that. At least they'll know what they're dealing with, and they'll and some players might be attracted to work with her as like an alliance member.
I can see that, especially because they won't be seeing this season. So.
Right. So just sizing them up.
That's a good point too, because they're playing while the season's airing.
And if Soph was like Soph, I just think on a returning player's season, like Soph gets just sort of like lost, maybe, but maybe she'd blow us away, surprise us, like play this very different kind of a game, like maybe learning all these lessons from 49 and turning that into 50. If it was like Soph and Rizzo and her wanting to like screw over Rizzo for screwing her over in this season, that could also be part of the dynamic.
Yeah, she can be the next Francesca.
Francesca, exactly. Or like, even when it was Tony and Officer Sandra.
Officer Sarah,
right? And how Tony, he was like, I'm not a cop. And she's like, aren't you a cop? But then later on, she was able to beat him, because they were both
What were
cops.
they called? Cops R Us?
Cops R Us.
Their duo.
Cops R Us. She's like, I'm a cop. I know a lot of cops. There's no way in the hell you are not a cop. Like, there's just no way in hell. I work in construction. I'm a project manager.
I hide in the bushes.
I needed a 2-person alliance, Cops R Us, occurring, and then someone wanted to join, and it's like, I like to serve and protect too. It's like, you're a security guard. You don't count.
Yeah.
You don't count.
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's designed to be like this.
Yeah, it's designed to be like this.
And then a group of people that are called ACAB on the same season.
Yeah. All right. Well,
too political for this show. Sorry.
No, it
is
isn't.
Antifa.
No. Oh, good. Just looking ahead to the finale, everyone. A week's time, December 17th, 2025. A Fever Dream, it's titled. We got the preview. Let's have a look here. This is only 30-second preview here.
The end is where the lights shine brightest.
Next time on the season finale of Survivor.
This is it right here.
Ow! I'm in the zone, and I have my eyes on the target.
I don't want to make you mad.
People are gunning for me, but I feel like I got this. Oh my God. Oh, that $1 million is fueling me.
I want to do it for my family. All bets are off. This is where legends are born.
Does Christina get injured and does not even compete?
That's all I can watch in that preview.
Brown
Christina,
streak, and then she breaks her ankle.
She goes like down that slide, like covered in mud. It just goes, ow! And that's the end of Christina. Medically evacuated from the game.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm coming back for 50, right?
Yeah.
Good try.
Unfinished business, Jeff, right? No, maybe not.
Could you imagine if she's the one that comes back for season 50?
Just
all of our words.
I kind of want the Savannah versus Rizzo finale right now is kind of what after just watching that I was like, I feel like that's the best. Even if Soph's there and Soph gets no votes, if it's just Rizzo versus Savannah,
at that point you'd want Christina to be there. So the focus is primarily on Savannah and Rizzo.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters, right? Like either because I don't think that Soph the third person never gets any votes either way. Like everyone decides a third party option doesn't work. We're a 2-party system. You got to pick one or the other. That's just how our politics work. And you get throw your vote away on the Green Party. Come on, would be basically the Soph vote. I would, but
it's first past the post for Survivor.
It's first past the post. That's been every. I can't remember that time. I know it's happened where we've had like votes go to 3 different finalists. That will not be this season.
No,
I think for sure. And it's happened like barely ever. It's usually because there's somebody on the jury who just really has an attachment to somebody who got to the end. But
it's a Sage voting for Jawan or Jawan voting for Sage.
Yeah. If Sage happened to be there, but she's not considered like a big party ticket item, then like they would definitely Jawan would be like, I'm just giving one vote to Sage just for the hell of it, right? Okay, well, I guess it's probably. Do you think it'll be a 2-hour finale or a 3-hour finale?
Three hour.
Please, two.
We're gonna start the finale episode at midnight.
Last year we said we're not watching this whole reunion, or them eat pizza and drink champagne. We're starting the coverage a little as soon as the winners announced, basically.
I think I was here for that. I believe because I was the one complaining the hardest about having to stay up late.
Yeah. Why can't we stay up late? We need to do it. But that was in the spring, basically heading into the summer. But anyway, all right. Well, we'll sign off here, I guess, for tonight, everyone. I think we've covered everything we can on this finale. The final 5 are upon us, and we'll see how this all shakes out. Make sure to check out Hey, Did You See This One every Thursday night streaming. They're talking about movies. What do you got there on your card tonight? Rare Exports?
Yeah, so we're in the middle of spooky Christmas, kind of like the Grimoire Familiar Killer's Lost Pages thing we do, but for scary Christmas movies. Last week we did Dave Mader's favorite movie, apparently, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Okay, I rented it when I was 14 from the local video store. I watched it once. I thought it was horrendously weird and crazy.
There's so much nudity. Just saying.
It's such a. But that's probably why I liked it when I was 14. I was like, this is
Did your parents walk in when you were watching it?
No, definitely not. I pretty much watched it by myself and go, this is I guess not the worst thing I could have watched tonight.
But anyway, tomorrow night we're covering the Finnish movie Rare Exports from the same director as Sisu, which has a sequel coming out soon. So it comes from good stock. It's a really weird movie about basically demon Santas. It's good. It's a good movie. You can also catch me as the announcer for Super Kick Wrestling here in Toronto. The 10th anniversary show is coming up on Saturday at the studio, but I unfortunately cannot make it as I am going to a wedding. But the new year, I'm locked in for 12 dates. So I'll be there every month at the Great Hall or maybe the studio. Who knows? But yeah, you can catch Hey, Did You See This One every week at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Facebook, Instagram. Nope, not Instagram. YouTube, Twitch. Yeah.
LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn?
Going live on LinkedIn.
Well, it's an option if you want to.
I know. I've noticed that. Noticed that.
Well, also on our Star Trek channel in the United Federation of Podcasts, Live Long and Podcast, all kinds of Star Trek podcasts going on all the time, including our For All Mankind coverage. We're talking Star Trek: The Next Generation, and we just reviewed the first official trailer and the 4-minute clip of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, the new series that is starting on January 15th over on Paramount Plus. Right, Jaemeel, have you seen this poster?
I've seen the poster.
Are you impressed?
It doesn't tell me anything really. Okay. I'm not getting concerned about stuff on the poster. I did hear some of the comments about the trailer and the poster, and
I'd watch it.
Was that like Young Worf, and is it like
no? It's just a bunch of new characters,
which Jody hated.
Jody hates it because it's 90210 / the CW for him. Riverdale kept getting brought up, so it's gonna be if they're trying to bring in a new generation of fans potentially.
If it was Riverdale season 1, then I have no problems with that.
But if it's season 2,
Riverdale I think 90210 actually has a poster just like that.
Yeah, probably.
They do. We were comparing notes
that.
Actually, I have that right here where we were looking at that last night. Because if you look at this one and then you look at the 90210 thing, it's pretty much the same thing. So
wow.
Star Trek is
ripping that on purpose for sure.
Yeah,
Aaron spelling. What are you gonna do? Anyway, so go check out that on Live Long and Podcast, and one day there'll be a trivial debates for Babylon 5, but Murphy's always working on movies apparently, so he's very busy. But look out for trivial debates coming up in January. All right. Well, one more week, everyone, and then it's going to be Christmas, and how great it will be. Ho, ho, ho. And we'll leave you with one more thing before we sign off here tonight. Thanks to Jason. Thanks to Becky and Jaemeel. And regrets from Josh Foster, wherever you are. And Jeff Mader. Maybe he'll send a clip in. Probably not. So see you next time here.
It's not happening.
Now are you satisfied?
Yeah. Is there more?
There's one more thing.
Hit me.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mario Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.